This is my smoker cube apparatus, whatever you want to call it. Certainly works well. It's a European design. A couple years ago I spent about a month in Poland with my wife and their family, and what you're looking at right there is basically the American equivalent of a Weber side box smoker oven. I had it for about 6 months. I finally scraped up the time to put it together. Very simple, straightforward, nothing complex. As you can see, it draws smoke from the bed of coals into the actual cube and out of the top. I have yet to find time to build an actual top for this thing, so I'm using the mortar pan that I bought for $40 to actually make this thing. So it works well. You can set your draw by obviously closing up the top. Opening it up, it'll draw more, and right now it's fairly closed. I think there's a couple inches on each side. Cooking for about 40 people tomorrow, and I've got all kinds of different things on there right now, and it makes it kind of tough because I've got chicken, pork, and beef all in the same smoker, and a rather involved process. Just at this point, I'm cold smoking with pecan wood. I enjoy pecan wood probably more than anything else that I've found. As you can see, it draws very well. Little smoke is wasted. Pretty much is all recycled up top. I used fire brick for the tunnel because you can actually heat this thing up to I registered 800 degrees and it held up fine, no cracking. I did have a rock bust, but you know, hey, I got plenty of those, as you can see. But the mortar held up. I use a combination of small twigs. It kind of helps control the heat, but then keeps a good bed of coals there. Got some bigger pieces. I got a whole bunch of stuff over here. I got some cherry, some apple, various woods. I got a couple pieces of plum over there. As you can see, it's drawing directly into the flue. Very simple setup, really. It's basically effortless to cold smoke. You just kind of check it every couple hours and ensure that there is a good warm bed of coals there to smolder the wood. And see, I've of course got the good old-fashioned mud pan there, and it works well for now. I'll get around to building something extravagant. Got a brisket, a couple knitted hams, 2 racks of ribs, and 2 chickens, and the gizzards and hearts. I've got those laying on a piece of oak. We're cold smoking, a little warm. I'm a little warm, but that's no problem. Just pull it back about that much and she'll be good to go. A lot of trial and error involved with this process. documenting pretty much everything that I cook and how long I cook it, the different temperatures that reach. I'll probably let this cook cold smoke for 6 hours, and then I'll heat it up 195, 200, and as the different variants of meat reach their temperature, I'll start pulling them off. But I'm a novice at this, so I've got a lot to learn, but I thoroughly enjoy this setup. And if anybody would like these plans, I certainly can draw them on a CAD program and send them over to you. Very simple. I could probably tell you how to build it over the phone. Again, I can't stress how much I enjoy this thing. Thanks for looking.